Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to this Breath of Fresh Air Shorty on YouTube. I am your host, Charles Taylor, and I am here to, well, for one, to see how everybody is doing. I hope everybody is hanging in the best they can. It is really tough out here. We've been sheltering in place for a while now, and I can understand if people are starting to go a little stir crazy, but everybody just hang in there. We will get through this. We will be okay, and we will be better because of it. So I just wanted to go ahead and relay that message, and it also helps me in that regard to continue to stay sane, keep grinding, keep pushing, and we will get through it. I'm here to talk about the President of the United States, Donald Trump, and his meeting with pretty much every commissioner or person in charge of the sports leagues in our nation. So, of course, we're talking about the National Football League, National Basketball Association, Major League Baseball, National Hockey League, Major League Soccer, the Ultimate Fighting Championships, the Women's National Basketball Association, the WWE, you name it, I mean, the PGA, you name it, they were in this conference call with President Trump. And a lot of things, I guess, came out of this meeting in terms of what the president is looking for in terms of the seasons of the respective leagues getting back in order or beginning on schedule. So one of the big nuggets was the NFL, and I guess he was saying he wants the league to begin their season, and he thinks they can begin the season on time, which is around late August or early September, mostly early September. And he thinks that can happen like normal. So by normal, I mean fans back in place in the stadiums, 70, 80,000 deep in the stadium, running like normal, concessions running, everything like normal. Now, I believe, and you guys also know, I'm very optimistic. I'm a very positive person. I mean, I don't have to restate that. I think you guys know from my personality how I am. But for the president to say this, it seems a little bit too optimistic. Now, maybe he's just trying to give people something to look forward to, and I think we're all looking forward to the day where we can get back to normal. But to be honest and to be realistic, right now, the way everything looks, his vision of starting the season on time with fans back in the stadium is not realistic at all in my eyes. It's very unrealistic as a matter of fact. And again, you guys know I would love for this to be right, but I just don't see it right now. Just given the way things have been canceled and have been postponed in the last month or so, it seems really difficult to imagine a timeline where the NFL, and granted, there's a lot of time still left between now and when the season starts in September. We still have most of April, all of May, all of June, all of July, and all of August. So I think the NFL, which you guys know, I don't agree with a lot of the stuff the commissioner Roger Goodell does, but I think the decision, number one, to continue to hold the draft, the NFL draft virtually, was a good one, and to hold off on any decisions as far as whether or not to postpone the season or push anything back is a good one. Just to kind of stay pat to see how things are going. Uh, as of now, I mean, I think that is a good decision. But just given how everything has been canceled or postponed, of course, you had some golf tournaments, or the British Open was canceled the other day. The Olympics have been canceled. March Madness have been canceled. The NBA and NHL seasons have been postponed, and it doesn't look very good for these seasons to get back underway. As a matter of fact, the NBA commissioner, Adam Silver, was on Turner Sports, I think, talking to Ernie Johnson, and he said no decision has been made as of yet, and he doesn't expect the decision to be made till at least May. So, if you guys know how the season goes, playoffs are normally going in May. As a matter of fact, the playoffs for the NBA, if things were on schedule, would be starting around next week or in a week and a half from now, if things were normal. But you're talking about until May to even make a decision on whether or not you want to do anything for the season. So it doesn't look positive for the NBA or the NHL. I wouldn't be surprised to see those seasons canceled altogether. But just in terms of how everything has been canceled, and then I think I mentioned the Olympics earlier. The Olympics have been postponed until 2021. Uh, and they made that decision to do that about 3.5, 4 months before those get started. Normally, it's late July, early August when the Olympics get started, when it comes around every 4 years. So, a lot of stuff has happened to where the timeline of the NFL starting on time with fans in the stadium, that's the key. Because with the way this COVID 19 is going around, it seems really difficult, really hard to believe to see fans back in the stadium because the minute somebody tests positive for that virus, you're gonna have to start quarantining everybody. You're gonna have to try to get everybody tested, and that whole thing about fans being in the stadiums, that's gonna go away. It's probably gonna be one of the situations like what you see right now with the WWE and with a couple of the UFC events earlier this month or earlier or last month, I guess, where you have these events taking place with no fans in the stands. So I, again, y'all, I'm very, very optimistic. I would like to see what President Trump said come to fruition because I would love to get back to normal just like everybody else. I would love to get to a point where we can enjoy life like normal, come together as one to root for our favorite sports teams, go to a local sports bar or a restaurant to watch those games on the big screen TVs we have. Because all that stuff has been taken away from us, and I think we probably took them for granted for a time. And now those things have been taken away from us. We can get back to it and appreciate these times that we can have to get together and celebrate a sport as one. But if I had to put any money on it and go to Vegas with it, I just don't see that happening. Unfortunately, I see at the at the most maybe the season gets underway, but not with fans in the stands. I think we'll still be sitting at home for those if it does happen to start on time. Well, that's what I'm breathing on for this episode. You guys make sure, of course, to check out the Breath of Fresh Air YouTube channel and smash that subscribe button, and also keep the likes coming on the Breath of Fresh Air Facebook page. Hopefully, we can come back with a webcast later on this week, and I can get Patrick Brackett on there with me as well. As you know, as we said last week, we're both going through some things, but we're still grinding, trying to make things happen. So, hopefully, we can come up with a webcast for you guys to enjoy. And in the meantime, everybody stay safe. Um, Again, leave some comments for us, good, bad, or indifferent. We're not really worried about what it is, but really it's just about the conversation and just talking and keeping everybody laughing, joking, and in good spirits. So, again, everybody stay safe, take care, continue to grind, continue to push, and we will be okay. We will be better on the other side because of this. Take care. Talk to each other later on in the week.